Hello and welcome to a very special 26th episode of the Council of Goatmen. With me here is DiamondNite
Yep.
and our guest Walatasomdu.
Yo.
That's
Do
how
you
you
just
say
want to
that?
be called? Yeah. Do you just want to be
Oh.
called your real name? Because we don't really care.
Sure.
Okay, so Eva. Today we're gonna be talking about the FNAF movie, and if you haven't seen it, go watch it as soon as possible, or just before you watch this episode, because there will be spoilers. We are talking about the movie for this entire episode, because I've been waiting to talk about this movie since I saw it, and I want to talk about it. So first of all, let's get this out of the way. What were your thoughts on the movie? I already kind of heard Eva's, which they can share if they want to, but what were your thoughts on the movie, Gavin?
I thought it was a phenomenal movie.
Phenomenal.
But
okay.
Really not. It's kind of in between great and phenomenal. Not really. It's somewhere in between there, but
I might be giving it a bit too much credit.
Yeah, it was good for a B movie, I would say. Cause okay, listen, like, I can't say that I fully loved it. I mean, the like set design and everything was super cool to see. Like everything is awesome, and you know, if you just turn your brain off, like, yeah, it's enjoyable. But
it was good for like a one-time watch through for like the novelty at least.
Yeah. But if I watched it more times, I'd probably pick apart things and be like, no. Like I already did on the first watch through, I'd imagine I would on the second. Like there's just so many things that make sense to the story and that don't relate to the games at all. And for newcomers who will never play the games but only watch the movie, it just like they'll get the wrong idea, and I never like that in things.
I think
so.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, but like you could tell, like the cast and crew is really awesome, and Scott Cawthon actually showed up on like recording days, and like so that was cool. And he overlooked everything, but like just like certain things, like Vanessa being Afton's daughter, I really hated. I'm like, no, that's not even a thing. Why would they make that a thing? That's stupid. And also the whole Garrett thing doesn't make any sense. Like why did William Afton go out into the middle of the woods to kidnap a kid? He kidnaps kids in the restaurant. Why is he going out to this camping ground?
That was one thing I was going to point out.
And also, it's not even like where a bunch of people are. It was a singular like one family was having a picnic, and he's like, perfect place. Like he knew they were like that doesn't make any sense.
I think there were a couple
and
other
it really
families
could
in
have
the
been just a
background.
simple change to make it in the restaurant instead of the woods.
Yeah.
But like, I think personally, it was a very good movie, but I'm also kind of biased because I did see it in like a massive theater. It's a laser ultra theater. It's got really cool seats, surround sound, 4K. Anyway, but
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Look at Mr. Fancy Pants up in here.
It was only $14 for a seat.
Wow.
Shut up! I'm trying to make a joke.
Did everyone in the crowd like cheer when Matt Pat came on screen?
Ooh, I don't really know, but when
oh, okay. Scott Cawthon commented on because Matt Pat made a video. He's like, I can finally say it. I'm in the FNAF movie, and he commented, and Scott Cawthon commented on that video that everyone was in an uproar when they saw Matt Pat on screen. A good uproar.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
I figured.
I was about to say. But yeah.
Also, oh, continue. Sorry, I was trying to cut you off.
No, it's good. It's good. It was a very good movie, but like you said, some parts didn't make sense. I can see where they kind of went slightly wrong with the whole Garrett thing, because it didn't have enough. It didn't really have enough backstory, but at the end, kind of made more sense. But not.
I think.
Why would he go there to kidnap a kid?
I think that I think that the best way I've heard anyone put it would be for like what Moist Critical said about it and his Moist meter for it is that it's good for like fans of the series to watch it, but like anyone who's not a fan of the series, just a rando watches it, it's not gonna intrigue them. It's good for like one watch for the fans, and that's honestly about it.
Mm-hmm. I think them putting it PG-13, I understand they did it for like more views, more money, but I think they should have made it rated R, because I think there wasn't enough gore for being a FNAF movie.
I can agree with that. I think definitely like I really hated the end. I was like I wanted, because there's some like animations of like Springtrap dying, like William Afton dying in the Springtrap suit, and like it just in the movie it just felt so anticlimactic. He's like, "Owie, ouchie, ouchie." Oh no, but like but in the actual thing, it's like no, his like bones get crunched and his like guttural scream. It's like I
his
wanted
like
that in the
blood
movie.
curdled
Like in the
scream.
movie, yeah, like he's like, oh, like it's just like I can't recreate it perfectly, but you know what I mean. Like it's a
In the movie
horrifying scream.
In the movie,
In
he's
the
just kind
movie,
of like,
it's just Matthew Lillard, which I can't get over. And then despite the fact not already it being Matthew Lillard, but then on top of that, like it's like he just looks like he's trying to take a shit. It doesn't look like he's dying. He looks like he's trying to hold in a shit. Like at a restaurant. That's what it looks like. Yeah, I didn't like I don't like Matthew Lillard as William Afton. I can't think of him as looking like William. He just doesn't.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I haven't seen the animations of William Afton. Sorry, I cut you off. But I think his performance, because I am not like a big FNAF fan. I mean, I've seen videos, I haven't really played, but I think he did a pretty good job.
Oh,
I
he
mean,
did
Matthew Lillard is a
don't get
great
me wrong.
actor.
He did. Yeah, don't get me wrong. He did an excellent job. I'm not saying he didn't. I'm sure he did what he was told as an actor. Because I'm sure if they asked him to do a gut wrenching scream, he would have done it. But I'm saying that as a person, his face just doesn't look like William Afton to me. Like,
I mean, it's also
William Afton is supposed to look like decrepit and like this scummy man. Matthew Lillard just looks like Matthew Lillard.
Well, and I think also because all of us in the generation we were born in kind of just associate with him with Shaggy also.
Also, I heard the Balloon Boy doll was apparently supposed to be Garrett. That's a theory I heard. That's because the whole movie I was like, what the fuck is up with the Balloon Boy? What is that about?
I guess I didn't even really like think twice about that. I was just like, okay, then that's a thing.
I would have thought it was just a gag and they were trying to be funny, but then at the end where it shows Balloon Boy in the cab, that's when I was like, okay, clearly this is supposed to mean something.
Yeah.
Alright, but so there's a lot of plot holes in the movie, and I went in expecting there to be plot holes, so don't get me wrong. I wasn't expecting a fucking fantastic movie like it's the best movie I was gonna see, but overall, I was part of me was hoping maybe they'll get some stuff right. And just because we're ripping on this movie a lot already, don't get me wrong, I did like it, and there was a lot I did like about it. So I want to talk about some of the things that I actually did really like about it. One, Matt Pat and Corey Kenshin being in it. That was awesome.
Amazing.
Hooray.
Amazing.
Also, unfortunately, Markiplier couldn't make it because he was busy filming Iron Lung, but he was actually supposed to be he was supposed to play the security guard at the beginning who dies. He's supposed to play that character.
Oh, that's cool. We should also talk about Iron Lung when it comes out.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, Matt Pat's character was named Ness, because of the Sans Ness theory, and literally
Jeez.
Scott Cawthon literally specifically requested he be named Ness. He's like, he needs to be named Ness. That needs to be his name. And Nat was like, oh, is it like the Ness like in Vanessa? And he's like, no, it's the Sans Ness thing. And he's like, oh, he's like, he literally
like
just
make
wanted
fun
to,
of him.
yeah, not to make fun of him, but just because he thought it was funny.
Yeah.
And also, the designs for the animatronics were like very accurate to the games, and
So
I really
good,
like.
really
Yes.
good.
They were very good.
Expressions are awesome, and I know a lot of people hated the like scene where they're like building the fort because it was like, oh, it kind of took away from the horror of the movie, and I'll get to that in a second. But I thought it was really cool. I actually thought it was funny.
Did too.
And, like, where they, like I
I'm
was
the
like,
odd one
that's
out. Well, okay.
I actually kind of had some empathy for him, and until we got to the end, and then I was like, oh, okay. So they were just like, kind of setting the little girl up for death.
Yeah, basically.
Well, okay.
I mean,
I guess
they were being controlled though.
Oh yeah, they didn't really
my
know
feelings on it. My feelings on it is kind of like, so like I guess thinking about it again now, I'm like, well, I guess because it is kids. They are kids' souls, so it's like, yeah, they're kind of gonna do stuff like that, and they have like this other kid to play with, but it just felt random and just out of nowhere.
Yeah, I can admit to that, but I just if the scene was by itself, I would have been like, "Oh, that's cute."
Yeah, but also I guess if it hadn't been in between like it was in between like two like pivotal moments, and also because like for some reason Vanessa just fucking snaps after that for like seemingly honestly no reason.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't like that either. I was like, she was like being so nice before, and then like for no reason, I'll shoot you. Like what? Okay, like I would get if you like if you had seemed kind of annoyed before, like it's like okay, yeah, like it would have made sense. But like she was literally happy to be helping, and then 2 seconds later, she's like, "If you bring her back here, I'll kill you." It's like, whoa, okay.
And it's like,
okay.
I thought that was just kind of random too, because they were chilling,
like,
they were having fun. Then the little kid went in the car, and she was like, "If you ever bring her back here, I will kill you." And I thought, I was like, "Whoa, where'd this come from?"
Vanessa was actively encouraging Mike to have Abby interact with the animatronics and bring her there.
Yeah. Like, she was like, yeah, because I was thinking the exact same thing. I'm like, she literally was like, oh, I think they like her. And, like, she's like, she was like, Mike was trying to get her away from them. And Vanessa went, no, they're fine. And, like, was helping her interact with them. She's like, well, let's get, he was like, no, Vanessa. And he's like trying to get her to agree with him. And then she went, well, let's get some tables. And he's like, what the hell? And then you're gonna come out and say, if you ever bring her back, I'll kill you? Bitch, you're the one who, like, I was trying to get her away from them. You're the reason she's around them.
Yeah, she did a sudden
you're the one who wanted to build the fucking fort.
Yeah, I hated that didn't make sense. I was like, what the fuck? That just doesn't make sense in context of the movie, not even the games as a whole. That just doesn't make sense. Also, I want to say that, dude, when the fucking Living Tombstone lyrics came on, I fucking screamed. I was so happy.
We were singing it together.
Yeah, we were singing it. We should do that at the end of the episode. We should all sing it together.
I don't remember it, so you guys can have fun.
Yeah.
Okay. I was very excited for it, so I went in being excited for it. So that does have some bias. I'm sure if I went back and watched it, I'd pick it apart.
See, okay, it's like I was like, some people at school have said that they didn't like it, but I'm like, I guess honestly, since like I said, Adrian saw it early, so he said it wasn't like all that good. So I was hopeful, and I went in with low hopes, and then it was better than I expected it to be. So I have like a little more like for it.
I didn't go in with high hopes or low hopes. I was just like, oh, it's a new FNAF movie. I think I'll enjoy it. So I just kind of went in like, well, let's see how it goes.
a little hard not to be excited for it when it's been in the making for like 5 years.
8 years, something like that, yeah.
And also, like, you could tell that they were, like, also, like, included little, like, Easter eggs throughout, like, just, like, the, like, security tape saying, like, the FNAF motto, but, like, just little things,
that it's me
for the fans. Yeah, the it's me showing up, like, it's just having the props be similar to the, like, having the poster and the cup and the fan and everything on the desk.
That was
like,
really
just those
cool.
little things. The whole set, it was actually legitimately built. Like, it wasn't like a regular set. Like, they actually built a whole restaurant.
It was a real building they built.
It's a Home Depot. It's an abandoned Home Depot that they built.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, they built the entire set in there.
I saw like update pictures from like just like I don't remember what fucking Instagram account it was, but some Instagram account. It's usually like joke news, but they were like updating on that.
There was something. Gavin, did you have something you were gonna say? Because I had something else I was gonna bring up. Okay, never mind. Okay, so what I wanted to bring up was that I kind of agreed with Gavin's point in that that I don't think there should have been necessarily more blood, like where kind of like what they did with Bonnie, where it was like behind the window, so it kind of like covered the like gore of it, make it PG-13. Like, I know they didn't show a lot of blood for that reason, so I'm not saying there should have been more blood, but I think there should have been more animatronic parts, like the animatronics killing people. I don't think there was enough of that.
Like, because they're like, we know people are gonna want this, so they put like the one scene in the beginning with the guys like messing up the place, and that was really it.
Yeah. Like, I was hoping like there's gonna be parts where like is gonna be like Mike's working there, and then all of a sudden he sees the animatronics move, and then he freaks out, and then like
that's what I was
like he was gonna run away from them, like and that was gonna be a thing. But it was literally just the one time he runs away from Foxy, and the way he discovers the animatronics are alive is he sees them playing with Abby, and then they're like immediately nice. So it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, like, but yeah, because I was like, because I mean,
and even the part with where with the burglars, with them breaking in and smashing stuff, even that didn't feel, and they weren't even really burglars. I don't want to call it, but I mean, I guess they were. But whatever. My point is, I felt like that scene wasn't as scary as it should have been. Yeah, meaningful or scary as it should have been. It was just like kind of thrown in because they're like, well, we can't have the animatronics not do anything. Like, so they just feels like a throwaway scene that should have been an important scene to show how evil, like not evil, but like scary the animatronics are, and it just wasn't. It didn't feel scary. It just felt thrown in, just like, oh well, we gotta have that. It's a horror movie.
Because like,
we gotta have it.
I feel like since, because obviously now like it was better than I expected, but it wasn't fantastic by any means. But I think like we should just get this out of the way of that. It's not like the movie, not at all is like what the games are, and I think they should have done it. They should have done it more close to the games. Or he takes the job, he like first night nothing really happens, and then like second night some like weird things start to happen, and then he starts to see the animatronics like in different places, and then he sees one actually walk on the camera and actually like go with that, like the game, but it just kind of went off in a complete fucking different direction.
Yeah, one thing that I thought was cool about the burglar scene. Sorry, Giles. I think that after they all died, when Josh Hutcherson or Mike was trapped in the machine that turns him into a quote unquote animatronic, when he escaped, what I thought was cool that the burglars were in the suits. I thought that was pretty cool to add on.
Oh yeah, that I like that.
That was kind of cool, yeah.
Yeah, and
They
one
also had
thing,
this.
Markiplier was also supposed to be the security guard in the beginning. That would have been sick and made it like 10 times better.
Yeah, just see dead Markiplier.
Yeah.
Oh, what was? They also had the Sparky the dog like rumor. Also, I thought that was like a neat Easter egg. And also naming that restaurant Sparky's. That was also another weird thing to throw in. Oh, what was I gonna? Oh, I was gonna say I did really find the part where like Chica like lowers Mr. Cupcake into the vents. I thought, and then just looks at the camera. I thought that was fucking
goofy as hell.
hilarious.
That was so fucking goofy.
Just like slowly lowers it in and then looks at the camera like, yeah, bitch, what you gonna do now?
Wasn't Bonnie there too?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bonnie.
Bonnie was just like,
Yeah.
he's just like staring at the fucking camera. I was like, what you gonna do, motherfucker?
Yeah, what you gonna do now, bitch? Like, I love if they actually said that. Like, like, what now?
The only line they ever say, just, what you gonna do, bitch?
We got your ass now, bitch.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. Also, just the idea of like I get like, don't get me wrong, I like that it was like funny, like I liked the guy getting attacked by the cupcake, but like also at the same time I wanted it to be scary, and the cupcake just made it so not scary.
Yeah, they should have made it.
The craziest part is that Cupcake got the most kills.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the, I was gonna say that cupcake did more damage than the rest of the animatronics.
What I thought was also weird is there were 5 kids that went missing, and in the beginning I was like, but there's only 4 animatronics, and then I thought of the cupcake. But do you think the 5th kid is the cupcake?
No. The fifth kid is Golden Freddy.
Golden Freddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he took
Because he's
he
the one
took
that
Abby
leads Abby.
into the cab. Yeah, he's the one that leads Abby into
Oh,
the
I
cab.
thought that was just
Which,
I was. Go ahead.
I thought the Golden Freddy part was really fucking cool.
I thought that was just a mangled up Freddy, and I was about to mention that I thought that was kind of a mistake, that mangled up Freddy took Abby to the arcade, and then there was just regular Freddy there.
I thought it was a mistake too, and then I realized it was Golden Freddy.
It was Sans Freddy. It was Sans Freddy because he got the blue eye. The theory is that Mr. Cupcake, because you'll actually hear, if you listen, Mr. Cupcake does growling sounds. And the theory to why they did that is because William Afton, the way he tricks Susie into following him is by killing her dog and being like, "I have your dog, come get him," and then he kills her. So the theory is that Mr.
fucking
Cupcake
Yoshikage Kira.
Yeah. He killed the dog, so the dog's soul went into Mr. Cupcake and Susie's soul went into Chica. That's the theory. So that's why they made Mr. Cupcake make growling sounds. So I thought that was really cool.
Okay.
I didn't hear the growling sounds.
And that's why he bites the leg and everything. Technically Mr. Cupcake's also the one who killed Afton. So like, damn.
I mean, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And then, well, I think that a scene that was really cool was Vanessa and William Afton. When Vanessa was pointing the gun at him, he's like, "You won't shoot that gun." And then she immediately just shoots him.
What was cool is when Mike and Abby are leaving and fucking Springtrap looms around the corner because you see the eyes and it's dark. It was so fucking cool.
I didn't see that.
Like when you, because Mike and Abby are trying to leave and you just you see like a foot, and then you see the head start to come around, and you see the glowing eyes in the dark, and then he comes out into the light. It was really fucking cool, in my opinion.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Was that at the very end, or like when they were leaving the first?
No, that was
time?
when he first appeared. I think that's what he's talking about.
Yeah, like right before with Vanessa and all that.
Okay, I didn't see that. I gotta look back at that.
It was, again, in my opinion, I thought it was really fucking cool.
Yeah, it sounds like it was really cool. Like that sounds like a really good part to put in.
Also, the part where, like, I love like the references like to the books as well. Even though I'm not a huge fan of the books, like they reference Into the Pit with Abby going into the pit, and then they also referenced the Silver Eyes, I think, because Foxy is chasing her in the arcade, or like, and that's a scene from one of the books where Charlie is in the arcade.
Because like, isn't that like on the cover of Foxy in like the dark shadow with the one red eye?
Yeah, I wish there was more screen time for the animatronics actually killing. Like, I wish they had a scene where like actual burglars came in who were trying to like mess up the place. Like maybe on like, I think that would have been cool.
It kind of
they should have had 2 scenes like that, in my opinion. Like, it would have been redundant, but I wouldn't care. I'd be like, I just want to see more people die. That's what horror movies are about. You want to see people die. I want more bloodshed, damn it.
If they wanted to go with the story, like that storyline with Abby, honestly, that probably would have been fine. But I think what they should have done is that they have the first few days where Mike. So like I said, like where I said like nothing real happens first night, weird stuff happens second night, and then like he actually starts to see the animatronics and he's trying to protect himself. And then what happens is the burglars come in. They die. The babysitter dies. So then he has to bring Abby, and then the animatronics like find her, and then all that happens. But they should have had more like actual like game like beforehand.
Yeah. Also, 0 out of 10, Vanessa should have said the animatronics do tend to get a bit quirky at night, and then driven off.
Oh my god, I know they didn't include that line. It was such bullshit. Matthew Lillard should have said that when he was talking about the job. It's like, and just remember, the animatronics do seem to get a little quirky at night.
Yeah, I would have loved if anyone. I would have loved if they just kept repeating that line, and Mike is like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Why do you keep saying that?"
That would be
like Abby comes out of her room, and she's just like, he's like, the animatronics do tend to get a bit quirky at night, and then he runs back in the room, and he's like, "What the fuck?"
Just like someone says, like the middle of Die Hard, and Bruce Willis just goes, "And remember, the animatronics get a little bit quirky at night."
Why is he Solid Snake?
I don't know. I just decided to do like some basic action hero voice, and it was Solid Snake. That's what voice I do.
One thing that I found was weird. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say the blonde boy, the main blonde boy. That was Golden Freddy, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Gregory.
Gregory.
One thing that I thought was weird was in the storyline, the entire story with her aunt. That kind of made no sense, or no like really big thing in the story. That was just kind of like, oh, meh.
I was gonna talk about that. It's like, because like it's really only like a motivation for him to take the job, and that's really it.
Yeah, that's literally it.
And then to have the one, like, for those little fucking thugs to come in and have the one killing scene we really got for the animatronics.
It had really somewhat little of an impact in the movie. A very little.
It was
so
we would take the job and the burglars.
It was also to get the babysitter bite of 87 so that Abby would have to come into the restaurant. That was also the reason for that, at least.
Well, yeah, but it had a reason, but honestly, there was a better way they could have done that. That was more more active in the story, more actively in the story.
Yeah.
Ellie was a fucking bitch.
And then the way she died, I wish we could have seen more than just her legs when she died. Pause.
Yeah,
but she was just behind the couch.
Yeah, like the beginning, like when you first see her, when she was like, talking shit about Abby or whatever. It's like a kid who sits and draws all day and talks to like her imaginary friends or air or whatever. She sounded like, yeah, that's being a kid, bitch.
Yeah. And I'm actually glad her aunt died.
Yeah, I'm so fucking glad she died. I was like, God, thank God that bitch is dead.
Yeah, Golden Freddy was doing a favor.
Mm-hmm.
He's just sleeping.
Yeah.
Apparently there was less blood in the Peacock version, so the theater version apparently had more blood, so...
Huh.
I have no idea.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, that's really weird, because...
I gotta go back and watch the
Adrian-
Peacock version and see
when
what
Adrian was talking about it, like, so Adrian saw the theater version, and when he was talking about it, he said that there, like, was, like, barely any. So, and I figured that what I saw on the Peacock version was about it.
I heard there was, like, one extra, like, blood splatter when she gets bitten. I heard that was, like, maybe that was it. I have no idea. Because I haven't seen
the nanny gets bitten?
Yeah,
it's
when Matt...
There wasn't much blood when she got bitten.
Okay.
Yeah.
When Mike sees that, like, little bit of blood that's on the door from the one guy that got killed by Bonnie, honestly, I think, like... Because, like, honestly, that doesn't... In reality, that doesn't make sense, because, like, no way Bonnie would have, like, cleaned that up. But, like, no way the animatronics would have, like, cleaned up their mess. But, I mean, maybe not, I don't know. But also, like, I feel like they should have left more of, like, instead of just that little bit that was on the door, they should have had more of, like, a kind of outline or, like, something indicative of, like, a hand that was there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just, like... I was just gonna say, because...
I'll have to go back and watch the Peacock version and let you guys know what they missed out on, like, what they took out.
Okay. I was just gonna say, I wish they had, like, had scenes where, like, the animatronics are moving through the halls or, like, banging on the doors. Like, they didn't have a scene where, like, Foxy runs up to the door and bangs on it or something. Like, that would have been, like, cool to see, like, Mike, like, huddling in the corner or something, like, scared or something. Yeah. But, like, they never did.
Like I said, having those, like, more game-like scenes.
And one thing that they didn't have that kind of annoyed me was just having regular doors to the office. Why not the mechanical big metal doors? That kind of annoyed me.
Yeah. Well, that was our episode. We are out of time.
Oh, really? Damn.
Yeah. So thank you for joining us on the Council of Goatmen. This is DiamondNite.
Yeah, it's me.
And this is Walatasomdu. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah. Are we gonna sing the song?
I'll just put it in the end credits.
Please do. That'll be cool.
Alright. Fuck Sniper Wolf, and we'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.
Fuck that bitch. Goodbye. Kill that bitch. Not really. Just a joke. For legal reasons, that is a joke.
I
just hate her.
No, I hope
she gets 3 platforms.
I hope Freddy Fazbear comes into her house and kills her.
For real.
Alright.
Bye.